It's me, Mushy, and you're you. Hello, you. And we're here at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting for a Wip'n'Chit, a confetti-filled Wip'n'Chit. I've been seeing a lot in my Facebook comments. Some of us are in confetti hell, and me too. So I thought I'd, show you guys that me too, and we can suffer together and try to get through this. So yeah, and I definitely need to make progress on this one. I have been working on it far too long and it needs to get completed, so we're going to complete it. The canvas that I have is a Raven Diamond Art Put a Ring on It. This is the same whip that we've been working on for a while now. These aren't, I don't think, intended to be little cover minders, but I have them. Sorry, I already have my lights off, so it's kind of hard to see, but look, they're little ghosts. But they're little, like, slinky ghosts. Yes, a baby and a mama. There is a papa, but papa is currently protecting something. Well, yeah, I can't, how do I say this? It is protecting, protecting a ghost member. Like a large ghost member. It's the cover that goes on that and like keeps ghost babies from happening. It's acting as that. So like imagine that. Okay, this but bigger. Okay, because this is mama. This but much bigger. And then a ghost member is like this. So and then Papa Ghost is now like the cover. Yeah. And I can't show that to you. And I don't think I could if I wanted to, because the member police, obsessed member police, has taken it, claimed it for her own. That would be Leah. She has a problem. Okay, so more tools of the trade. You guys, we are going to be using, we need light for this. Who are we kidding? Alexa, turn dining room lights to 100%. Yay, there's light. I am going to be using this tray. And, wrong side. And guess who it's from? You guys see it here for a sneak peek. The full video will be coming this week. But Ephemera 3D. And this is a different model, a new model. This is a prototype. For me to test, and test I will. But yes, it is an open tray, the same size as the totem model. It has a built-in pour spout and some other features, but we'll talk about that in another video. I just knew that, some of you were going to ask me about this and what it is and where I got it. It's a sneak peek, but all the relevant information is coming in a video later this week. Okay, so that is the tray. This is that limited edition rainbow color. Loving it. And then we're going to be working on this section here. I do have a Temu ruler. It's a 1020, meaning 1020 holes up in here. I am collecting mystery drills like that drop or pop off or, find floating around, and I'm not really sure where they belonged. And then we got our trash compartment here. So I am keeping trash. I got some handy dandy scissors, tweezers. I do have my patriotic team pin in the style and color Raven. It is already filled with some alien pate. I do have more rulers to apply to the canvas if we finish this section. And you can see the corner right here. I'm using the Elizabeth Ward style classify container system from Temu. I don't know however you say it. I've heard people say it so many different ways, and that, my friends, is me getting comfortable in my chair. Now this video might be a little broken up. I'm sorry for if that another tool of the trade. Some Diet Dr. Pepper. But yes, this video might be a little broken up, and I do apologize if that irritates you. I will edit it the best I can to avoid irritation. Oh, here's what we're going to be doing, plus sign. But we are Do I want this brighter? I feel like I do. Thank you. We are expecting and seeing some activity in the incubator. Some little hatchlings maybe hatchlinging today. There's potential for TLC required, so we're keeping an eye on that. So I may have to hop up here and there and tend to my mother bird duties. But otherwise, we're going to try to get through this. I am about halfway through this canvas, and I forgot to look before I started, but I'm somewhere in the 60-hour range on this painting, and I only do record active diamond painting time, not, oh, I started diamond painting, but then I went to the bathroom, and then I stopped and ate lunch, and then I, responded to comments. No, this is just literally actively poking. So this has been a doozy. I attribute some of the time to the confetti, but what they say about what they say, how about what I say? I don't know what they say. I know what I say. I say about confetti is that when used and applied appropriately to canvases can really give us some pretty incredible dimension and depth to an image, clarity of render, etc. It can also work against us. It can turn our canvases into a pixelated pile of donkey doo, but from what I have been able to see so far, it looks like it's working in our favor. So yay for that. So yes, update on chicks. So we have an incubator that had about 24 eggs, various different breeds of chicken egg and duck egg. This past week, 4 of our chicken eggs hatched, and the babies are alive and well and thriving and living their best life out in the brooder pen, brooder coop pen situation outside. If some of you are farm aficionados and I mislabel something or misstate something or call something by the wrong name, I'm sorry. I am a city girl from central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana, and then I spent considerable amount of time down in, by St. Louis, just on the Illinois side of the bridge. Holler to Fairview Heights, Collinsville, Belleville, Alton area, Caseyville, all that, the stomping ground, Edwardsville, those were my stomping grounds. So I'm a city girl and have never really done the farm country situation. So forgive me. I'm trying to learn, doing my best to learn, but I don't always call things by their right name or remember things, 100% accurately. So there's that. Don't come for me if you're, a chicken professional. Okay. You know what I mean by what I'm saying. So you don't have to get on to me. Anyway, so we have about 24, or had about 24 in the incubator. I think there's probably about 24 in there now because as they hatch, we keep adding eggs. But we had 4 that hatched. They did need some help. Their shells were proving to be tough and difficult for them. We've upped the humidity to help, weaken the shell enough to maybe help them be able to get themselves out without intervention. But yeah, the first 4, they all did kind of struggle with their shell a bit, which, can happen, and we were there to help, and it was all fine. And oh, the little nuggets are so cute. They're so cute. Maybe if there's interest, we'll post more short videos on Facebook. So we've been updating you guys here and there, and yeah, but so far it's all been chickens that have hatched. We did get word that the farm supply stores in town got their shipments of baby chicks, and they had some turkeys, which we do not currently have but had wanted for our farm, and historically have been present on the farm. So Sundown has had turkeys before, but we don't currently have turkeys. Well, we currently have turkeys. We did not at that time have turkeys. Yeah, that's gonna be great, Wip'n'Chit. Boy, can anybody tell that I didn't get enough sleep? Anyway, so yeah, we have the local supply stores were getting in their shipments of various bird breeds, chicken and duck breeds, and turkeys. So of course, as soon as Al found out about that, Sundown too, they're both very excited. They were specifically looking for silky breed or silky mix, any kind of silky variant of chicken, which did come in. And turkeys, they were wanting turkeys, and they wanted guineas, which is a breed of chicken. All came into the various stores in town, and so they went over there earlier this week and bought some turkey babies. And you guys, these little turkey babies, they're so cute. They got these little bitty bodies and these really long goobery necks. It's really it's actually kind of comical. They look a little funny right now as babies, but they're all doing well. They're healthy, they're thriving, they're so curious and smart and happy, and it's wonderful. We did get the turkey babies. Well, they did score a couple of Mystic Onyx type breed of little chicken babies, and they're completely black, so beautiful. So we will have some totally black chickens, and they're also in the brooder doing great, very happy little peepers. And then they were able to get 2 guineas. That, though, my friends, is a sad tale. So the shipment of guineas came in at one of the stores, and it was the only store in town that got the guineas. And when we made contact, the gentleman was like, yeah, we have a whole shipment of guineas. However, it's looking pretty rough. They are not looking well, and you have been warned. And so we're like, well, we're not opposed to nursing, to taking extra time, care, and effort to provide some nursing care if it's just young or weak and needs a little TLC to get it up and going. We're not opposed to that. So they went up there to go look at them, look at the babies, and Sundown and Al found 2 that seemed viable, whereas the rest, I guess, you guys, it angers me, it frustrates me, the way that some companies handle their hatchling distribution to farm stores like this is upsetting, especially now after what happened. So basically, they were told that the company that we obtained these baby guineas from are located in Iowa. These guineas hatched on Monday. They shipped on Monday, and they arrived today on Tuesday. It was either Tuesday or was it Wednesday? They arrived it was Wednesday maybe. These little chicks were literally taken from the egg and placed into a shipping box. No nutrients, no food. It was just like survival of the fittest. And I was like, I don't know what the rules and what the ethics are in this department, but to me, that seemed, oh, I missed one. That seemed wrong. It seemed wrong to take a newborn, newly hatched baby chick out of its egg and then place it directly into, cram it into a box with 100 other baby chicks, to the point where they were being trampled. They didn't have room. There's no food. There's no water. There's no temperature control. It's just like a freaking box. And I was like, never again. Okay, first of all, once we found out how they were shipped, I was like, never buying from this company who gets their birds this way again. I do not care. I don't care. I don't care if it's like a golden goose that's going to lay golden eggs. You know, we are not supporting this. We are not. Is our lack of business to them going to make or break anything? No, but we're going to be able to live with ourselves. Because when Alan Sundown went up there, apparently these little bitty guineas, I mean, if anybody knows anything about like anything that's got the name guinea, it's usually pretty small. It kind of, in a lot of cases, indicates miniature. But these guineas were very small. They were very freshly out of the egg and not cared for at all. They were getting trampled. They were crowded. They did not have access to food and water. And Alan Sundown saw that some of the, trigger warning you guys, some of the baby birds had perished in transit. And when they pointed that out to the store attendant, like, yeah, there's a couple, they literally picked them out of the box or the bin or whatever and threw them unceremoniously, tossed them, not even placed, tossed them in the trash can right beside where they were keeping the poultry babies. So yeah, that was like, that was hard to do not support that either. But again, you know, there are some people that are going to think I'm too sensitive. They're just poultry. They're just birds. Things happen. You know, what else did you expect them to do? You know, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, that's fine. And that's good for you. Like, if you have a different perspective, respect. However, please respect mine when I say, like, these, I feel like all living creatures deserve better than that. And that they could have at least buried them or cremated them or placed them gently into their final resting place receptacle of choosing, not just tossed it, you know, pick it up and tossed it. You know, that creature lived, however brief, and had feelings and, you know, could feel things. So yeah, anyway, so that was bad. That was, you know, but of the guineas that survived the trip, there were only I think less than a dozen, and they were all looking unwell. They were all, you could very much tell that they were not going to survive. But there were two that looked like they could be saved. They were cheeping, they were active, they were up and moving around, they were responsive. And so Sundown and Al thought, okay, we'll take a chance on these two. We'll put in the time, the effort required, around the clock care if necessary. We want to give them their best shot. And I think, you know, there's a chance. So they brought the two guineas home. one was brown and one was gray. And the gray one, you guys, was like it was like, you know, those really beautiful gray kittens, you know, they're like the perfect, like misty, foggy color, that perfect light gray, beautiful silver almost. Yeah, that was the color of one of them, and the other one was brown. They looked they had markings very similar to like a quail. It was they were beautiful young little chicks. Unfortunately, the brown one perished despite our efforts to nurse him, her, it. Don't even know. We didn't sex them. Despite our efforts to try to nurse it and care for it, it did end up passing within I think an hour or so of arriving home. That was hard. That was hard. That, you know, for us, you know, we love these animals, these poultry. It sounds silly, but we love them like pets. They're kind of like our farm pets. You know, our farm is not for, we don't raise the chickens for consumption. They're egging chickens. We raise them for their eggs, and yeah, so same with the ducks. We raise them for egg production. So to see and know that, you know, but we did give them or give him the best, you know, shot that we could, and it just, I don't think anything would have been enough, to be honest, judging from the condition of the shipping situation and stuff. But we tried, and that's all we could do. So you know, he perished, and Sundown and Owl took the remains and the receipt back up to the store to show them, like, you know, we just bought this earlier today, and unfortunately the little chick has perished, and we would like, you know, a refund or replacement. And so they said, well, while you were gone, the remaining guineas all perished, and there are no more. And even if there were, you know, we would advise against, because that whole shipment perished. And so they said, well, oh, all right, well then what about another turkey? And they said, okay, you can have a turkey. And they said, well, you know, do you need the remains back for whatever reason? And they were like, no, we're just gonna throw it in the trash. And no, Sundown and Owl weren't having it. They brought the remains back home, and we buried the remains out by the brooder, just outside the fence, kind of out by the brooder, so that it could rest in peace near its, you know, other little chicken and turkey baby friends, you know, to be there. So there's that. So the turkey that they got, and all the other birds of all the other breeds, have been healthy and fine. But then we still had the one remaining beautiful, just the most stunningly beautiful gray guinea baby left, who seemed much, he's vocal, he was moving around, but after his little brown friend perished, he seemed to be depressed, lower, his energy got lower and lower. We tried putting little toys, mirrors, bells in there. We added electrolytes to his water to try to get him to you know, get his nutrients. We were getting him to eat a little bit here and there. And at first it seemed like he was going to be okay. He would get up and he would zip across the you know, little bin and then zip back and stuff like that. But slowly over the next couple hours, he kind of got lower and lower energy. We ended up putting a couple of other baby chicks in with him, thinking that, you know, maybe it will perk him up if it wasn't just him. You know, if it wasn't just him in there, maybe it was a flock thing, a loneliness thing. And that did seem to perk him up for a little bit. And then we came back to check, and we found, you know, the, you know, five chicks that we had put in there with him circled around him, and he was laying in a little hay pile and kind of snoozing. You know, we were able to rouse him, and he perked up and put his head up like, you know, hey, what's up, you guys? And so we were like, oh, okay, you know, just that was dicey, but okay, you're all right. But after that, you know, it got to the point where he just laid there. He had stopped moving around, stopped zipping around the bin, and ended up getting kind of trampled a little bit by the other babies that we put in there with him. He wouldn't even move to get out of the way of, you know, the others bebopping around. We noticed that happening, and we immediately, you know, took him out. And when we did, we realized, you know, that he was not doing so well. And so we took the other babes who were sturdy and well enough to, you know, be out in the brooder outside. We took them out, and we were like, okay, so friends was not a good idea, not helpful. So then we put him back in his little bin alone. We kept a watchful eye, but he started fading pretty quickly. So we held him and, you know, petted him and kept him warm and comfortable until he passed, which was really all that we could do for him. I don't know if it was just a shock thing. I think it has something to do with maybe shock, or just the whole situation where the company in Iowa that produced these hatchlings literally hatched them. We don't know the situation, if they manually tried to hatch them or if it was a natural hatching, but, you know, removed these, you know, babies from their eggs on Monday, and immediately from the egg to a carton for shipping, packed with, you know, shoulder to shoulder with other hatchlings. And they all, you know, it was too soon. It was too soon. They were not sturdy and hardy enough to make that trip. And it was just bad. Poor judgment, poor behavior, poor ethics, arguably, of the farm that did that. He just wasn't strong enough. But he also then, after he perished, joined his little brown friend in a gravesite near the brooder pen, so that, you know, they're near their sort of siblings, their cousins, whatever, their other chick mates. So yeah, neither of the two guineas made it. It's pretty devastating. I don't know why, but I felt a particular attachment to the beautiful gray one, and all of us were really just heartbroken about it all. You know, the circumstances, the loss. It was sad. So then Sundown and Al did contact the store, express their grievances about this, and were, I guess, if you could call it that, compensated with replacement chicks of a different breed that were more hardy and healthy. So, I mean, from a financial perspective, they at least got their money's worth or back, per se, in the form of a healthy chick of a different breed. But that does not make what they did okay. You know, I can't believe they would even sell the chicks, knowing the condition they arrived in and were in. It was a very displeasing experience, and we won't be be patrons of that store any longer. Just not going to support it. But all the other chicks are doing well. Our flock in a day went from 20 to 41 due to the hatchlings that, of our own that came out, and the new purchased hatchlings that we brought home. So yeah, we doubled our flock, I guess, in the matter of a day. So that's been crazy, fun, interesting. They're all of the new babies are doing well. All the other new babies are doing very well. They're all very happy and healthy and thriving, and it's wonderful. As for what's I shouldn't say what, but who's living in the incubator in their little eggs, we are expecting, have seen movement in and are expecting hopefully successful hatches of at least one chick and one duckling. Look like there's some activity going on. We see their little eggs wobbling about like they are, trying to figure out how to crack that shell and get the show started. So we're keeping a close eye on that and checking on that. We are expecting several more hatchlings to be ready and make an appearance anytime now in the next couple days. Sadly, where we did have the 4 successful hatchlings, there were a few that, I think there were 2 that didn't make it out of the shell. Unfortunately, there was one that was fully developed but had a defect, I guess, where it was not, its digestive system, I guess, was not functioning properly. It was not getting the nutrients from the embryo that it needed, and did perish before it was able to break out of the shell. But judging from the information that we gathered upon inspection, that chick it had a birth defect and would not have survived had it made it out of the shell. Anyway, that was a little heartbreaking, a lot. There was another egg that we had expected to be hatched, but upon inspection, that one had only developed about half term, and for whatever reasons was not fully developed and did not come to fruition. That was sad. And then there were, I believe, 4 I don't know, I hope I'm not being insensitive, but it's kind of what it was, 4 rotten eggs that were, they were, should have developed into a fetus, but did not, for reasons unknown. So in essence, out of, what is that? I think 10, 4 and So yeah, out of 10 of the incubated eggs that were due, 4 were successful hatches and are doing very, very well. And 6 of them, you know, did not make it. So I know that's sad. I'm sorry. But it is kind of nature, you know, it's nature. Not every egg is going to be a successful hatch, but it is still sad at the same time, you know, but that is the way of life. That is the way things go. And I try... Oh, did I lose my putty here? Yeah, I guess I did. I do try to keep that perspective of, you know, that is how that's just how life goes. So we, you know, we're doing everything right. We're doing everything we can. It's just things happen. So that's kind of what's going on the chick front. 4 successful hatchings and, you know, an unfortunate experience and loss with the store-bought hatchlings, and you know, some disappointing and disheartening losses with our home brewed, I guess, or home plopped eggs. So, but yeah, I mean, we're seeing, we have some hope. We have some hope. We have some hopeful, positive looking situations coming up with the little activity going on in the incubator. So hopefully, you know, within the week we'll have, you know, some new little clips, pictures, updates. Hopefully our first chicken hatchling will be produced, and that'll be exciting. So yeah, enough about that. Other news, happier things. It has come to my attention that SUBBY Joe Cole is having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Joe. Yay! I hope you get, you know, lots of a cake and whatever else that you want for your birthday, but at least, you know, eat a piece of cake. And coming soon, can I pick up a drill? Thank you. Coming soon is our friend Diamond Painting with Jack. Jack's birthday is Sunday, so happy early birthday to Jack. Happy birthday, you guys. Yay. Where did this year go? I know for me it was really quick. You know, did it feel like you just celebrated your last birthday yesterday? Because I can see that happening, feeling that way, because this year has just flown by. So yeah, hopefully we get, you know, this one stretches out a little bit more, maybe. But yeah, happy birthday, you guys. And I wish you many diamond paintings. What other? We did a D-stash last night. Technically, we've been doing it for a couple days. The channel, the paid channel members did get early access for a few days and get their pick of the litter, so to speak. And then after, you know, sufficient time had passed for them to view and choose, I did open up the D-stash to the Facebook group, and I believe at this time all but 4 of the diamond paintings have been spoken for. Those that were not spoken for will be donated, so never fear, they will not go to waste. They will be donated. But yeah, and thank you to everyone who participated and helped me kind of, you know, de-stash and create some room, which you guys, I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna de-stash, I'm gonna give away these diamond paintings, And I'm going to have all this free room because, you know, we need to make room and have this space back of, you know, my stash was up to 460, I believe, in the 460s. I'm like, too many. Too many. And my taste in art has changed. So a lot of the diamond paintings that I have no longer appeal to me, and I, you know, likely would not have done them. So, you know, I needed to kind of go through and purge out the ones that, you know, while beautiful and perfectly doable, were not something that I was interested in doing anymore. This is a stash that had been built up over a couple years. So, you know, as interests changed, some of them got pushed to the wayside and they needed a new home. So I appreciate any and everyone that did participate. We will be collecting information over the weekend, required and necessary to get shipping information and estimates, and going to town on Monday to the mail depot and getting those shipping estimates. And as soon as, you know, shipping and handling is taken care of by the claiming parties, we will be shipping those out. Which reminds me, also Monday when we go to the mail depot, we will be shipping out a special package to Crafty Chef Laura. Long overdue cookie bake-off response. So she did send cookies back in early February, and it is our turn to repay the favor. And Sundown, as some of you might have seen on Facebook, Sundown has made some tiramisu cookies, and oh, you guys, they are so good. We even kind of experimented with our, you know, with the ones we're keeping for ourselves, not the ones we're sending out, but we did kind of experiment with a couple. We put a couple of the tiramisu cookies in the fridge. And so then they kind of got, you know, as cookies do, they got a little, you know, like chewier, a little stiffer. And then we dipped them in coffee and ate them as, you know, like, you know how some people dunk donuts in coffee, or some people do dunk cookies in coffee. We did that. And, oh, you know, and he made this like whip topping, like this frosting topping stuff for the tiramisu cookies that tasted like Arby's Jamocha shakes. You guys, so freaking good. So are you guys able to see? Probably not. I'm doing it all. I'm going to try to do better about doing it in your face. This tray pours like a dream. I'm loving it. Anyway, yeah. Tiramisu cookies, cannoli cookies, also super very good. And we still need to finish up the brownies. So we have made the brownies, and we did cut a small portion of the brownies out of the pan. For what letter am I doing? Okay, for ourselves. Just, you know, you gotta test your product and make sure, you know, it's good and stuff. So we did claim a portion of the brownie batch for ourselves, and you guys, so good, so good. But we need to finish Chef Laura's. Hers gets some special treatment. There's going to be icing involved and some decorative additions, edible decorative additions. So that's what needs to occur to those. We just wanted to make sure that the brownies had cooled and set and settled, you know, into their final, you know, form, and we're ready for things like icing and decoration, and they are. And then we are going to make some chocolates to include in there as well, and those still need to be made. Those are kind of like one of the last things we wanted to get made. Probably gonna do that tonight and let them cool and settle, and then put them in the fridge to really solidify them so that they can make the trip all the way to Chef Laura. So yeah, Chef Laura will be getting cannoli cookies, tiramisu cookies, some special chocolates, some specially designed chocolates, and some brownies. So should be fun stuff. Hopefully she'll like them, and you know me and us in general, we do have a little bit of a twisted sense of humor. So prepare thyself, Chef Laura. It's all in good fun, all good natured. It's just we are ornery little suckers. So expect some orneriness in your package. But don't worry, I'll label stuff, and I'll put in a little warning, to maybe preview what we're going to, certain things that we are going to send you. You may need to preview and decide for yourself if it's something that, you're going to want to open on camera. Yeah, it's like that. But hey, I got to be me, and we got to be us, and this is us. So yeah, we had to add our own little flair and touch to your package. So that'll be happening, going out on Monday. And then and plus, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe I had heard about Chef Laura doing some marathon stuff. So after all that running and all those calories you're burning, you can have some sweets to like build that back up. Oh my gosh. All right, now what? Oh, so many to choose from here. Element O, P. Let's go with P. There we go. Gosh, I really don't know what other news we have. We talked about the D-stash. We talked about what was going on the farm and the babies and the good and the bad. We talked about the D-stash. We talked about Chef Laura's cookies and brownies and chocolates. I will do my best to capture the arrangement that we send Chef Laura before it actually gets mailed out for anyone who's interested in seeing, but no peeking. I'm gonna have to put a special, like, no peeking Chef Laura, because I want it to be a surprise. Don't anybody spoil. She can know the flavors, that's fine, but when I show you guys what is being sent, I don't want anybody to be giving her spoilers. Don't worry. Like I said, I will put notes in there for her to, read and be forewarned of any orneriness that may be contained therein. I don't need you to do it for me, so please do not, because then that'll ruin the surprise. So don't be a surprise ruiner. But yeah, so we talked about that, and then we talked about birthdays, channel birthdays. Oh, Tanya from our channel and our Facebook group is starting a diamond painting channel. And gosh darn my little gnat brain, I know the name of it. Oh my gosh. I wish you were here to help me say it, because I know it has Devils and Angels. Maybe Devil's Angel Diamond Painting. Devil's Angel Diamond Painting? That sounds good to me. It sounds right to me. If I got it wrong, my little cart goblin, please do feel free to correct me in the comments, because I don't, want to send people to the wrong place. But I do believe it's called Devil's Angel Diamond Painting. And that's our own Miss T. Potter. So, yay! Good luck. Congratulations. Will be, as far as I understand, it will be another resource for dark and, gory horror, dark fantasy, trippy sort of diamond painting situation. So there'll be more than just me. You'll have someone else to hear and see and learn and hang out with and all the things with. All the things. So that'll be fun. There is an introduction video already up if you want to know who is this Cart Goblin T. Potter and who is Devil's Angel Diamond Painting. She did post a brief introduction to herself and her channel, which was really cool to see. Very brave. As I have stated many times before, well, maybe not many, but a few times before, yeah, I have a fear of cameras, and I do not like my face. So all you get is that little thumbnail of my face on my channel page, and that's me being generous. If anybody's curious what I look like, the fact that I even put a real picture of this ugly mug somewhere, is, believe it or not, that's something special. So there you go. Not saying like, oh, that's special, like I'm so beautiful. No, I mean, it's special in that I don't take pictures. I don't show pictures. I don't get on camera. I don't. So that's why it's special, because boy, I did not want to do that, but I did because I felt like, some people might someday be curious as to who is that voice and who do those hands belong to, and knowing my phobia of cameras, and pictures and video and stuff, I was like, well, let me at least give them something to associate the voice and the hands to. So snap, took a little quick picture and floop, put it on up there. So there you go. If you do happen to see that little thumbnail picture of mine and it causes your retinas to burn or bleed, or any other eye damage that I have not thought of, I am not liable for any damages incurred to your eyes as a result of viewing the picture, because you have been warned that the face is not very pretty. So there's that. Well, my little legal disclaimer: look at your own risk if you choose. I would recommend you don't, but you do you, boo. And I don't need to hear feedback. I have a mirror for that. So thank you, no thank you. All right, let's go with a V. Picking out these containers with these claws is like the claw game at places like Chuck E. Cheese and stuff. Like we're desperately trying to get it, and you pull it halfway up and it slips and falls out of the claw. Yeah, that's what's going on over here with these containers. Yeah, we're working on V now, and then I think that'll be about the end of our confetti hell journey together this time. Of course, I'm going to continue pecking away at this because, this diamond painting finish is long overdue, and I want to get this done and out there for you. And it is a table hoarder, meaning it is large and takes up my whole crafting table. So I'm ready to have my crafting table back, minus the light board. I miss seeing my background, and every time I film anything else that does not require this light board, I have to it's a big light board, you guys. Like this sucker is what, 3 feet by 2 feet or something. It's huge. It's an A1 art dot light board, and it just feels so like kind of flimsy and fragile, and you know, moving it around, you know, every day, move it off the desk, film, move it back to the desk, move it off the desk, film, you know, it just makes me nervous. I'm just asking it to break. You know what I mean by moving it around so much. And the fact that you can't really hold it from the middle because then the ends bow, but you can't hold it from the ends because then the middle bows, and it's just not meant for repetitive transport. And you know, I have different videos and different things that I film that don't require a light board, so I need it to not be here all the time, but it has to be here all the time so I can do this. So yes, you guys, it's an enigma. But no, this diamond painting does need to be completed. This painting was part of my promise to you guys like 537,000 years ago when I did my first Raven haul. And I promised you guys, for those curious and wanting to know what these canvases would look like completed, I promised I would do one of every size from the company, and I did Feeling Crafty, the 30 by 40, and I did the Man with the Candy, which was the 40 by 50, and this is the Put a Ring on It 50 by 60. I may, okay, caveat, may, I'm not promising for sure one way or another, I may do an AB kit so that you guys can see the new legend and the ABs and such. That may come, but I do have events after I do this when I fulfilled the base promise that I made you, which was, you know, completion of one of every size. I do have multiple events coming up that I would like to participate in and support, like Crafts by Eileen is her April event is coming up soon, Wings and Things, and I have a couple canvases picked out for that. I have a smaller Henri one, and then I have a second larger one that Sundown has been, you know, really wanting me to do and hang up on the wall. So I guess we can all guess generally what that imagery could contain. If anyone who knows Sundown's artistic preference, similar to mine yet dissimilar in some ways, that's all I'm really gonna say. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then, you know, if I happen to whiz on through those for some reason, I do have a backup, kind of a sitting in the wings project that I peck at once in a while when I have time. It's kind of gonna be like one of those year-long. It's a really big diamond painting, and it has a dragon on it. And I think I've mentioned it maybe before. It is Drogon stalking a lamb, and so I am working on that. It's just it's a back burner project. It's one of those ones that I'm like, you know, I'll do it when I can. It'll get done when it gets done. It is not a channel feature situation. It's a daughter requested canvas. We do like Game of Thrones, and we did recently watch both Game of Thrones in its entirety and House of the Dragon. So, you know, and House of the Dragon, I think its next season is coming out pretty soon, and so kind of in honor of that and our fandom love of it, we have decided to, well, I decided, oh my gosh, I missed one again. I decided to start that canvas up. It is a licensed piece from a company that I don't particularly support, which is why I'll show it to you when it's completed, but it's why it's not being featured on my channel. Because you can find information about the company that shall not be named pretty much everywhere else, and that's fine with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to support what I don't want to support. So I didn't like this company's behavior, their customer service, the shenanigans, if you will, that ensue, the corporate bullying, it just the word on the street is disfavorable, and the prices for the company are exorbitant and unnecessary in my opinion, and it's just not somewhere that I feel comfortable saying, hey, check this out guys, go over there. You guys are perfectly capable of probably figuring out who I'm talking about, what company I'm talking about, but I will neither confirm nor deny it, so speculate to your heart's content, but I will I'm not trying to call names and stuff like that, but it's just, yeah, and I, each to their own, you shop where you want to shop, you get what you want to get. I support it all. It's diamond art, you guys. That's it. It's just diamond art. Little dots on a sticky piece of paper, and well, not paper, but you know what I mean. And I'm not going to judge a person based on their budget, based on where they can shop or cannot shop, where they get their, where they prefer to shop, where, any of it, whether I agree or disagree. Everybody's entitled to their opinion on things. Opinions are like boo-boo holes. The saying, right? Everybody's got one. And we're all entitled to ours. And that's absolutely fine. I try not to judge people based on their opinion, even if it contradicts my own. So, you do you guys. Art is art is art is art. So, that's what it's all about. It's all about art. It's not about where you get your paintings, how much you pay for your paintings, how fast you do your paintings, any of that. None of that. It is about the art. It is about the love of the craft. It is about a shared community of people with the same or similar interest. It's about exploring art. It's about seeing different genres and different styles and learning different places to shop. It's all of it, you guys. It's all, like I said, art is art is art. So yeah, please don't judge me for my preferences of where I do and do not shop, what canvases I do and do not haul. If you are displeased with my opinions, I'm sure you can find someone that shares your opinions if you'd be more pleased with that. And that's kind of how I think of it. So yeah, kind of went off on a thing there, all over Drogon. Yeah, silly dragon, a little troublemaker, Drogon. Let's see, anything else while we finish up these M's? We recently, we're watching Roadhouse tonight. The Roadhouse remake. Is anyone old enough to remember the original Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze? Now, when Sundown told me they're remaking Roadhouse, Smushy, and I'm like, what? And yeah, they're gonna remake Roadhouse, and I just saw the trailer and it looks really good. And I was like, no. There are some cult classic movies. There are some classic movies that you just don't Like, that's a no-no. You just don't mess with. You can't, I don't care how old the movie is, you can't top it. You're just gonna, you know, wreck it. Yeah, you're just, and Roadhouse to me is one of those. Roadhouse is one of those. It's like forever the perfect, you know, Roadhouse. And you, oh, I don't need a tray for this. And you will only be like making a fool of yourself if you try to remake it. Roadhouse was one of those kind of movies for me. So when he told me, and he was like, oh, it looks so good, and I can't wait, will you watch it with me? My gut reaction, my first natural instinct was like, heck no, it's going to be a junky butt movie, because you can't out Roadhouse the original Roadhouse. The end. And he was like, come on, please, it looks really good. And I was like, nope. And he was like, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. And I was like, oh, you don't say. Okay, well, maybe I'll look at the trailer and give it a chance to convince me. And we did watch the trailer, and then I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, maybe we should watch this and see if it passes muster. You know, honestly, I and in all seriousness, I don't think that it can top, you know, trump. But you know, I don't think that they could. It can't replace the original Roadhouse. But hopefully it does it justice and honor and whatnot. Hopefully, but yeah, that's the movie we're watching tonight. Excited about that. Especially now that I know Jake Gyllenhaal is all up in there as the main character. If you guys hadn't heard or seen or you're interested, yeah, it's just Roadhouse, and Jake Gyllenhaal is the dude. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Is it like a Prime exclusive movie? Not sure, but all right, you guys. Well, we did get a significant portion of our 1020 section done, so I have rambly. Oh, I have an upside down draw. Let me fix this. Oh no, you guys, did you see where it went? Was it in frame? Yeah, it was. So help me. Somebody, I had an upside down drill. I know I did. These are a little off center. Uh-oh. I hear things happening. This one's like squeezing out a spot. Great. I can't find it now. Did it flip itself over when I wasn't looking? Was it like, no, don't touch me with the tweezers, I'll do it myself, I'm sorry? Possibly. Yeah, these drills over here are out of alignment. Bad mushy. Shame. Yep, don't know where it went. I'll find it eventually. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, that's it, you guys. I'll zoom you out a little bit so you can kind of see. Maybe we're moving. Here we go. Kind of an overall. We did just get, you know, some of this section done. I'm gonna finish the rest and some more off camera, and hopefully you will get a post review on this soon. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I love to hear from you down in the comments below. Throw this video a like if you like this kind of video, if you're liking the image. You know, or what are you working on? I also want to know about that in the comments below or over on our Facebook group. If you are a subscriber and you didn't already know, we have a Facebook group, Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting. It is exclusively for subscribers to this channel. So you will be in familiar and good company. You get to see what people are working on. I got caught on my diamond painting. What everybody else is working on, their whips. Get to learn a little bit more personal stuff about your friends, like birthdays, like diamond painting with Jack's birthday and Joe Cole's birthday. Hang out with us over there. We have a lot of fun. You might get to meet my cart goblin, my own personal cart goblin, T. Potter. Sorry. I'm sorry, Tanya. I can't let it go. It's okay, you guys. It's a joke. It's an inside joke. She and I are so much in sync with the art that we like and where we shop that so often I haul and she's like, I just got that, or that was in my cart, and she hauls stuff and I'm like, that's in my cart, get out of my cart. So you know, we are each other's cart goblins. But yeah, how would you have found that out prior to this? You would have found it out over on Facebook. Yeah, so go check us out over there. If you want to get a little more interactive, personal, social over there. And also, if you are looking for more content or perks to being a subscriber, we do offer channel memberships. If you are interested in finding out more about that, go to the channel homepage, click that little join button, and you'll be able to see what membership tiers are available and what perks you get if you decide to sign up. We'd love to have you join the group. We have, I believe at last count, we're 24 to 26, somewhere in there, channel members strong. So if you want, come join the group and see what it's all about. And with that, we're done here. The rest of this confetti is for me, not for you. I won't make you stick around for this. That's my job. And I will see you in the next one. Stay naughty. Bye.